Hi, I'm Alice. I'm a 29-year-old lawyer and I've been using dating apps on and off now for over 2 years. In this video, I'll be talking about first date ideas that are conducive to chemistry but won't waste a lot of time and money in the event that it doesn't lead to more dates. Why? Because dating apps help you meet a lot more people and land more first dates. But the trade-off is you'll probably go on quite a few failed first dates. I've been on 19 dating app first dates, and only 5 of them led to a second date. That's less than 25%. There are various reasons why I wasn't interested in the other 14, but the main one is I didn't feel any chemistry. I'll talk about tips for building chemistry, but there will be cases where either you're not into your date or your date is completely not into you, no matter what you do. That's why I don't suggest a fancy dinner on a first date. It can be a lot of time and money wasted. And unfortunately, it's unusual and awkward to try and split a restaurant bill on a date. But I will be sharing some date ideas where it is easier to share the cost. Idea number 1, get an alcoholic drink. Now I know this is not a novel idea, but I'll talk about how to make the most of it. I recommend picking a venue where you can sit on bar stools or a couch at an angle from each other rather than directly opposite. It's much less formal and more intimate. If things go well, you can gradually shuffle closer and brush arms and legs. Physical contact is very important for chemistry. And if you want to share the cost of drinks, then go to a bar where you order at the counter rather than have a bar tab. In this context, it makes total sense to take turns buying rounds. Guys, I do recommend getting the first round. I know it's an unfair social norm, but it's only $10 or $15, so think of it as an opportunity to demonstrate initiative. I will personally always get the second round, even if a guy offers. The ultimate venue is one where there are things to do for free or cheaply. For example, I went on a first date at a Sydney bar with arcade console and card games, and there's another Sydney bar with a free bowling alley, and lots of pubs have pool tables. If your date is no good at pool, you can help adjust their position. Now, if you aren't keen on your date, then after the first drink, you can say your housemate or family is waiting for you for dinner, or you've got a really early morning the next day. Your date will get the hint. A spin on this date idea is to begin with a dessert like ice cream, and if the vibe is right, then suggest kicking on for a drink. No matter what you do on your first date, I recommend including alcohol. It's a first date, so it's going to be awkward. Alcohol helps reduce inhibitions and boost confidence. Idea number 2, bouldering and a drink after. I like this idea because it's a more relaxed vibe and you can offer your hand to help your date get up off the mat. Bouldering is relatively inexpensive if you do want to shout your date, but I also think it's fine if you each cover your own entry, especially if you've got membership. Bouldering can actually be replaced by another activity that you're into, but I picked bouldering because I'm currently climbing twice a week, and so even if I don't like my date, at least I got in a climbing session and I didn't waste my time. You can either propose a bouldering plus drink date or just propose bouldering, and if that goes well, then suggest kicking on at a bar nearby. If you do kick on, remember my tips from idea number 1. Idea number 3, scenic walk finishing at a bar. Another idea where you can get some exercise, and on top of that, the first part is completely free. I live in Sydney where there are plenty of amazing coastal walks and waterfront bars. If you don't want to lock yourself into a post-walk drink, you can propose going on the walk and finding a spot to chill out after. Idea number 4, go to a market or festival. It can be pretty fun wandering through a market checking out all the cool things being sold. And there are often festivals happening for art, culture, or food and wine. Just Google what events are happening in your area at the moment. A lot of markets and festivals have pop-up bars, or if not, make sure there's a bar nearby. If things are going well, you can grab a drink and sit down. Idea number 5, picnic with cheese and wine. This one requires a bit of preparation, but I like it because if you time it a bit before sunset, then you both have a good reason to end it when it gets dark. But if you're both happily chatting away in the dark, then you know it's going well. Use the dark to move closer and make some physical contact. If it's getting chilly, that's a perfect excuse to warm each other's hands and arms or even cuddle. So those are my 5 first date ideas. But one final thing I want to leave with you is, if the date went well and there's a lot of chemistry, I really encourage you to go for a kiss. I know it's terrifying, but if you've been making casual physical contact during the date and they reciprocated, they probably want to kiss you. And you have nothing to lose. If you go for a goodbye peck and it turns out they're not keen, then you never have to see them again. I think a kiss is vital to a great first date. Alright, good luck with your dates. And if you liked any of the ideas in this video, please let me know by hitting the like or subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it.